So I don't do blind optimism. I've got no room for rainbow puking unicorns, artificially contrived positivity. That's just gold spray paint masking plastic that breaks easily when enough pressure is applied and the conditions are wrong enough. It always feels phony to me. I'm pretending, and I don't like it. Maybe because I've seen the real thing. I know what that gold-painted pretender aspires to be. I've seen the real gold, an optimism, a positivity that doesn't pretend anything because it knows. It's not a denial of anything. It's an acceptance of everything, holding opposing truths that in most worlds don't seem to mix. But in their world, well, you never find them looking the other way, but facing the unpleasant facts, embracing the loss, the sadness, even the anger in the one hand, and somehow the fullness, the joy, the grace in the other. So when they have every right to be angry, they say, yes, what they did to me was tremendously wrong, and they're forgiven. When they receive the diagnosis they know is a death sentence, they say, no, cancer will not have the last sentence. Gratitude will have my last sentence. When they strongly let go of their unimaginable loss, they say, we're so grateful for having known her. Who says that? Only those familiar with real gold, because it's being refined in them. Whenever you encounter that kind of calm, that composure amid the chaos, you're gonna ask, what are they on? Because I think I'll have what that guy's having. What menu are they ordering from? Because they apparently know something I don't know about what's available, what's constantly available. A truth forever existing, persistently near all of us, like the ground under our feet. The footings of their joy are anchored deep in a ground that's apparently unshakable, solid ground, when all around them is chaos. Man, I want to stand where they're standing. What are they on? I remember the time my dad removed a fishing hook from my dog's mouth. Poor thing didn't know what was happening, scared, unwilling to cooperate with us in the painful process that would actually lead to her freedom from the pain. I was young, but I do remember wishing that creature could see things from our higher perspective, right? He's trying to help you, I kept saying. You can trust him. I know it's hard for you to believe this right now, but you really can trust my dad. He really is good. To believe that he's good, that God's always good. That refrain's been easy to forget this year, which has been like a punchline to the face, because when your life's the one getting 2020, it's not funny. Loved ones dying on ventilators in rooms all alone, care centers turned war zones, funerals postponed, lockdowns bemoaned, mental health decline, CDC guidelines, the front lines moving to our front doorstep. Just in time for an election year with obscene political machines juggling two sides of a nation under quarantine, bounced between fear and hatred. Partisan resistance, symptoms of a divided existence, this insistence on 6 feet of distance and masks on, please, but I can't breathe. Civil unresting, daily protesting, riots in skin color war zones, seeds of contempt sown and grown in homes, wildfires smoking, broken senior year expectations, online only congregations, and countless cancellations, all kicked off with a March Madness death, but no margin to mourn it because we were too busy sweating Asian murder hornets. From the comical to the mundane to the clinically insane, our disdain for this year, the pain will remain for decades to come. So now might be the time to retrain our lips to sing that solid gold refrain, because at the end of the day, the ones left standing, pain notwithstanding, are those who sweep aside unknowns and falsehood, and this truth deep in their bones they've understood. That God is always, He is always good.
You meet me on the mountaintop. You see me in the valley low. all the question marks. There is no space your love won't fill. I'll trade all my fear for peace of mind. All my heaviness for burdens light. This will be my song, that you are always good. I'll sing it all day long, that you are always good. And when the day is through, I am left with you. Always, you are always good. I set my eyes on perfect faith. You'll finish what you start in me. My heart will be an offering. I'll trade all my fear for peace of mind. All my heaviness for burdens light. This will be my song, that you are always good. Sing it all day long, that you are always good. And when the day is through, I am left with you. Always, you are always. Every melody you're singing back to me, you're singing back. Every melody you're singing back to me, you're singing back. Every melody you're singing back to me, you're singing back. Oh, every melody you're singing back to me, you're singing back. I traded all my fear for peace of mind. You took heaviness for burdens light. And this will be my song, that you are always good. I'll sing it all day long, that you are always good. And when the day is through, I am left with you. Always, you are always good.
Without him, we wouldn't have good things. It was by him and through him and for him that all things were created. It's in him that we live and move and have our being. His goodness is the standard by which all good things are measured, the treasure every human heart longs for, whether in pain or in pleasure. He's heard every prayer you've ever prayed. Even when you lacked the words, he's the one who heard you. He's always been the one protecting and providing for you. And those who trust him know him as the one who answers prayers we're not wise enough to pray, who heals wounds too deep for us to see, who gives the right gifts to his kids before we're even mature enough to want the right things. When we asked for a lion, he came as a lamb. When we asked to escape the pain, he entered into it. Why? Because he's good. He was there in your very beginning. Before your own mom knew you existed, he saw you and knew you and loved you. He gave you your first breath before you could even ask for it. And it's from him your next breath will come. And when you breathe your last, He'll be the one waiting for you at your very end.